Big thanks to Mudgee Meat for supplying the product used in today's video.
I'm feeling a little bit weary, Yazzo. I'm not sure why.
Wonder.
We had a wine club in Melbourne for the last 14 years or something. And we got together last night at my house and oof. I'm just hanging my head in shame a little bit, I think, actually.
And today is a special day because we are cooking for the first time with our lovely products from Mudgee Meat. Thank you very much, team. This lovely pork mince, ground pork for my American friends, that we are going to make pork meatballs with creamy polenta and salsa verde. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Firstly,
Can't wait.
Firstly, we'll take it out of this exquisite packaging from the team into the bowl. 1 kilogram of pork mince. To that, we are going to add a couple teaspoons of salt.
I don't like this bowl showing the reflection of the camera and myself.
A little bit of salt. Now, I sent Yasmin to the supermarket and
Fuck's sake,
look,
Geoff.
never, just amateur hour.
You never forget anything, mate.
Can you please get me some peppercorns because our pepper grinder is out of peppercorns. Yasmin returns back with no peppercorns. So, picnic black pepper is what I'm putting in my pork. Do as I say, not as I do. Freshly cracked.
Same shit.
Freshly cracked, please, people, but we'll just pretend.
Stop whinging.
So I'm just going to put about a teaspoon of black pepper in there. We're going to go down with a good shake of garlic powder. About that much. Lovely smoked paprika. About that much. Some Italian herbs we're going to go down with. Probably all of this, I reckon. Let's see.
Italian.
Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, a couple of teaspoons, not quite all of it. There we go. And we're going to go in with the largest container of cumin that has ever been cumined.
So he sends you to the shops and look what you come back with. For
I come back with I never have to buy cumin again. 1 teaspoon of that goes in.
Yum.
So we've got some panko here that we're going to add in. We're going to put some milk to that and make it kind of porridgey. Thank you for the wording, Yasmin. I appreciate that. This is about the 75th take of this bit, people. It's hard making videos sometimes when you don't measure anything. You got to work shit out. Anyway, we'll add some milk into that, and that's going to make the meatballs quite rich and soft and tender. Now, you can use regular breadcrumbs, or you can use stale bread. Works just as well. Refer to the description down below for the exact amounts. So we're going to set that aside and let that get all nice and mushy. And you're going to come around here, Yazzo.
Oh, okay. Yep. Cool.
All right, so olive oil in, and what we're going to do is we're going to saute the onions before we put them into the meatballs. All right, onions in. We're just going to go in with a small amount of chilli flakes, probably half a teaspoon. And we just want to stir these around until they get kind of translucent.
I'm even made to make fun of you.
You want to make fun of me? Also make fun of me, I don't know.
Yes, you do.
All right, that's enough. Heat off. And we just want to add this into our meat. So we want to add the panko in on top. All right, and so now what we want to do is form some meatballs. You want to form meatballs at about 100 grams, approximately. It doesn't matter too much, really, whatever looks good to you. But this should make about 13 to 14 meatballs. So I'll go ahead and make a few. We're just going to put that in the tray like that. And once you've made this a few times, you kind of just don't really need to measure. Oh, I never measure anything, as we all know. Put in there like that. Doesn't really matter if they're exactly the same size or not, no problem. So I'll just go ahead and form the rest of these. We'll be back shortly.
Alrighty, so that actually made 15, which is great. I'm going to go over the top with a little bit more of this Italian seasoning. And then we're going to go in with a couple jars of passata. Get really good stuff. And we'll just pour that right over the top. Little shake. Just a small amount of water to rinse them both out. And go over the top again.
Yum.
And then over the top of that, we want to sprinkle, not too much, a very small amount of brown sugar on each one. And that will sweeten the sauce slightly, but also help us get a little bit of caramelization on the top. All right, and that does it. We've got the Kamado Joe fired up at 180 degrees Celsius outside. We're going to bake this for 45 minutes to an hour, give or take. You can absolutely use your oven outside, Yasmin. Alrighty, straight on. See you soon.
So Salsa Verde time. Now, this is pretty flexible. I have gotten what I can salvage from the garden, basically. So I've got basically 2 cups of herbs here. And I am using pretty much a cup of parsley and a cup of dill, and I've gotten kind of scraps from the other stuff. I've got a little bit of fresh oregano, a little bit of fresh sage. So to that, we need the zest and the juice of 1 lemon. So I'm just going to go around this lemon. Now you want to make sure that you don't get too much of the white. So just pretty much just one scrape like that. And that's just going to fall into my herbs in there, which is nice. All right, so you can see as I go around there, that still pretty much looks yellow. So really what I've taken is only the very, very outside, the part that's all we want. So that goes in here.
The white stuff's bitter, right?
Sorry?
The white stuff's bitter, right?
Yeah, it's not that great, yeah. Can go away with that. Then we want the juice of the whole lemon as well. Gonna get my petite little squeezer thing here. There we go. And just like that. All right, so I'll put this into our little mixer. We've got a couple of tablespoons of capers here and 1 garlic clove. That goes in. We're also going to go in with a couple of anchovy fillets. That's for depth. For those of you that don't like anchovies, I can tell you I don't like bloody anchovies either, but these add a depth of flavour that you really just can't replicate with anything. English, Geoff. 2 anchovy fillets. And I've got a 1/4 cup of toasted pine nuts that are going to go in. Squish that in here. Stalks and all, doesn't matter, because we're going to blitz the heck out of it anyway. Well, that's not a 1/2 cup, that's a 1/4. I'm gonna math this up. I want 1/2 cup of olive oil.
Fairly straightforward, Geoff.
Well, it's fairly reasonably easy math. Yeah, I reckon I can sort that shit out. Beautiful. And then we blitz. Put on. Very nice. All right. A little bit of salt, just a sprinkle. And a little bit of ground black pepper. Yasmin.
Hilarious.
mix. That's delicious. All right, we're going to set that aside.
So, polenta time. So I've got 4.5 cups of chicken stock here. You can use water, you can use half chicken stock, half water, you can use beef stock. It's up to you at the end of the day. So heat on. I'm starting from cold. Contentious, not traditional, but it doesn't matter. The benefit of starting from cold is you don't get lumps and you don't have to do the whole pour it gently, gently, blah, blah, blah. You can get the whole thing and just go like that. Whisk this in. That's 1 cup of polenta to 4.5 cups of liquid. Now I'm just whisking this in now. There's no lumps because I've started from cold. So I'm just going to let that come up to a simmer essentially, and then we'll do the next bit. Okay, so you can see, come in a little bit closer, so you can see that this is now starting to thicken. You can see I've got no lumps because I started it from cold. And that's starting to thicken up a little bit. Now what you want to do is turn it down to the lowest possible setting. Now you hear traditionally, and I think it turns a lot of people off to be honest, that you've got to sit here and stir the bloody thing for half an hour straight. You don't need to do that, honestly. What you need to do is stir it every 5 minutes or so, and it might start like it's, you know, kind of set a little bit, but once you give it 2 or 3 little things like this, it's fine. So set this to the lowest setting you can, put a lid on, just like that, and come back every 5 minutes and give it a stir. This will take somewhere around 35 to 40 minutes, and basically you'll know when it's ready when it tastes tender in your mouth, when it tastes creamy in your mouth. That's basically when it's ready. Don't rush it. 35, 40, 45 minutes, all good, but it'll be somewhere around there. All right, we're ready to go here. That's quite tender now. We're going to add some Parmesan cheese and some butter, and you're responsible.
Don't get your cholesterol checked tomorrow,
Yasmin
folks.
yelling at me amount of butter. So heat off, and I have about a cup of grated Parmigiano Reg. Go in with some of that. There we go. Oh yeah, baby. 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter.
Jeffrey.
Just go like that. Actually, that is quite a lot. I think 2 tablespoons of butter is good. I don't think we need those 2 cubes.
All right, great.
All right, Yasmin. She beats me. She beats me. All right, mix that in.
Holy shit. How decadent.
Just get on me for a sec, actually, Yaz. One thing I should point out clearly is, obviously this had, no lumps or whatever. We've gone for 40 minutes. If you find it thickens up a little bit, so I started with 4.5 cups. If you find it gets a little bit tight, just add a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of water or stock to that just to loosen it up a little bit, but be careful, don't make it runny. But if you find it's getting a little bit tight, don't be scared to add a little bit more liquid to it. All right, let's plate up. All right, peeps, let's have a taste, shall we? Look at that, Yazzo. I'm very happy. Look at those colours. How pretty.
It's two beautiful mounds of pork. Goodness.
Okay. All right, we're going to dig in here. I've got a bit of everything.
You certainly do.
I'm going to burn myself. I'm definitely going to burn myself. Oof.
That looks so good.
Cheers. Oh, wow. No. It kind of melts away into nothing. Look at that.
Oh, yum, I can't wait. Hurry up. It's our turn.
Oh, that's so good. Got anything on my face?
No, I don't think so.
Pasture-raised pork. Can't go wrong. Aussie pork. Can't go wrong. Delivered to your door. Can't go wrong. And if you like it, meat on repeat from, nearly knocked my wine over, meat on repeat from Mudgee Meat, delivered to your door for nothing. Get on board. Your discount code is now on the screen and down in the description below. And we'll see you on the next one.
Ooh, dinner
Cheers.
time.